يلومونني في اشتهاء الحياة وأني للذاتها أرتوي وأني بي.
Assalamu Alaykum guys, and welcome to Moments of Reflection. This is a new part of my channel where we look at current affairs, issues concerning the youth, things that are affecting our societies, humanity and the Muslim Ummah as a whole. I try to reflect upon them and address them from a holistic Islamic perspective. Today I want to talk about the situation that's happening in many of our countries, particularly Syria, and particularly the massacre that happened in Aleppo just a few days ago. Firstly, I want to start by expressing how heartbroken I am at what's happening to our Ummah, what's happening to our mothers, our sisters, our kids, our parents. Secondly, I want to express how heartbroken, how damaged I feel at the state of the Muslims. How could we let something like this happen? What have we become? Now, I'm not going to pretend to have all the answers, but I believe the first step to making change is by asking the right questions. Because asking questions will help us to reflect. And as Muslims, we should be people of reflection, but we're not. We don't reflect. We don't reflect enough. Firstly, what accountability is there upon us, and what responsibilities do we have to those that are suffering, those people who are being oppressed every single day? Their God-given rights are being taken away. So many injustices happening to them while we're sitting comfortable in our homes. We have a roof, we have food, warmth, shelter, and everything we could possibly need, and way more. I believe that those that have the ability to make a difference also have the responsibility to make that difference. Furthermore, Allah has given every single one of us different skills, different abilities and different resources, which if we contributed, we could make change. Whether at a large scale or a small scale, it would be change, and you have to be willing to make those contributions. You cannot just live life thinking, I am free from all this and I will not be questionable or I'm not accountable, because we are all gonna die. And when you die, you're gonna have to answer to Allah and you will be questioned. What did you do with what I gave you? So how did we get to this state? How did we get to a state of such humiliation and helplessness? How are we being so degraded? Where did we go wrong? We went wrong by failing to fulfill our responsibilities and ignoring our duties to our brothers and sisters. We went wrong by failing to unite and work strategically. Those people that are working tirelessly day and night to damage and harm humanity and destroy Islam as a whole have worked efficiently, united and strategic. They're not taking a break. They're not quarreling about petty things. So they have successfully destabilized us and disunited us. We fail to have standards for ourselves, for our neighbors and for the Muslim Ummah. How long are we going to be satisfied just giving donations here and there, while the same people we're giving the donations to are being killed the same day? There are hundreds of Muslim charities raising millions every single year, yet we are not able to buy a plot of land where these people can live with their God-given rights. Muslims are the most generous when it comes to giving charity, yet we don't have planes, we don't have ships where we can move these people. Rather, they're drowning in the sea and we're left to find their dead bodies on the beach. We didn't do enough. We didn't utilize the abilities Allah has given us. We didn't exert all the efforts we could have exerted. We failed. Okay, balance is important. Islam teaches us to have balance so that we can advance and not wear ourselves out, and apply ourselves correctly so that we're not worn out. But is your balance here where it should be? Where you're doing your part and applying your abilities and the blessings Allah has given you to make a change, to make this world a better place? Or is it here, directed and swayed towards your desires and wants? You have to ask yourself this question. Is dua enough? Is it enough to say, okay, these are big governments, they have armies, we can't do anything. All we can do is pray and make dua. Is that enough? Making dua, making prayer? And are you fulfilling the rights for your prayer to be accepted? Is your income halal? Are all your dealings pure and halal? And does Islam just teach us to make dua and pray and leave things as it is? No. Islam teaches us to work hard and strive to make change. In the Battle of Badr, the Prophet ﷺ, he exerted all his efforts, all the strategies, the location, the army. It was definite defeat. They were facing death. He exerted all his efforts and then he made dua to Allah. And then he made dua to Allah. He fulfilled the rights for the dua to be accepted, and of course Allah granted them victory. Okay, maybe we can't change the situation in Aleppo today. Maybe we can't change the situation in Syria or Palestine or Burma or Yemen today. But what about 5 years from now? Do you still want to be in the same situation that we're in? Do you still want to feel degraded and helpless and humiliated? What about 10 years from now? Maybe you won't even see the change in your lifetime, but at the very least, you would have lifted the accountability from yourself. And you can be satisfied that you did everything the right way that you could have done. And more so, we have next generations after us. Inshallah, many. They are either going to benefit humanity or they're going to live to harm it. That is our call to make. So what can we do to ensure change? What can we do to make sure we're not in this situation 5 years from now or 10 years from now? First and foremost, we need to rectify and refine our intentions so that we're living our lives to serve a greater purpose, so that we are benefiting humanity, so that we're making a change for the people around us. For example, if you're planning to become a doctor, make intention. Every year I'm going to take 2 weeks or a month out of my time to go and provide my services for a poor country or a poor village or a refugee camp. Rather than just giving donations, we should be establishing ourselves or establishing businesses where a portion of the money each month can go towards the maintenance of a clinic or a school or an orphanage. Maybe you can't give charity, give your time, give your energy. There are many organizations that need just volunteers to help them load, to help them unpack or to pack. Help raise awareness. This is one of the most important things. Establish yourselves, be someone of influence so that you may influence people and influence people of influence. Give yourself a platform where people are going to listen to you. Get active on social media, because whether you like it or not, social media is a very, very powerful tool today. Get more people involved. That's more effective than your single efforts alone. One huge issue that we have in our communities, in our cultures, even among our family members, is the issue of racism. We need to eradicate racism. How can a Muslim be racist? It shouldn't be possible. Become active for the sake of Allah. Become active for the sake of change, for the sake of preserving humanity, and you will feel contentment that you've never felt before in your lives. Finally, we all know how this story ends. Allah has already told us in the Quran. So do you want to be the means of change and victory and everlasting success in the hereafter? Or do you want to sit on the sidelines and watch everyone else take the reward? Guys, if you enjoyed this video and found it beneficial, please share it with your friends and family so they may benefit also. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. More videos are to come soon. Jazakallah khair.
It's cut off. What I want to say is, don't believe anymore in the United Nations. Don't believe anymore in the international community. Don't think that they are not satisfied with what's going on. They are satisfied of that we are being killed, that we are facing one of the most difficult or the most serious or the most horrible massacre that is in the new history. Russia doesn't want us to go out alive, they want us dead. Assad is the same. Exactly yesterday there were many celebrations on the other part of Aleppo. They were celebrating on our bodies. I hope something can be done, and we can live and we can speak together once more. If you say that if you can do something, yes, no one can do nothing. You can't do anything. You can't go out the streets. You can call to stop this madness. This is at least what you can do. I hope you can remember us. I don't know. Thank you very much.